Today we have not one, not two, not three, but 4 easy dump dessert recipes that will satisfy your sweet tooth without wreaking havoc on your blood sugar levels.
I cannot wait to show you how to make this.
Preheat your oven to 350 degrees and take that 8x8 square pan and go ahead and spray it with your non-stick cooking spray. You can see that I'm using coconut spray, and if you've been following me for a while, you know I'm not the biggest fan of coconut oil because of the taste. I think coconut oil is wonderful. Taste-wise, not a fan. However, in the non-stick form, perfectly wonderful. I took the Keto and Company yellow cake mix. Y'all know I love this brand. I find it at my local drug emporium stores. If you do not have a drug emporium, I'm sorry, clutch the pearls, gas. Look at your local supermarkets to see if you can find it because it really is a great brand. It is gluten-free. It has 1.8 grams of net carbs per serving. And everybody always asks, hey Shelly, what is this sweetened with? Erythritol and monk fruit. So I do prefer those sweeteners. The secret ingredient to make our strawberry shortcake strawberry is Zevia. Y'all, I love Zevia. So for me, again, huge drug emporium find, but of course, I've seen it at local supermarkets. I've seen it at Kroger, Albertsons, all those places. So go ahead and give a look. And yes, this is the strawberry flavor. And no, it's not pink because they don't like to put any kind of ickiness in their items. And of course, Zevia rhymes with stevia. So that is what it's made with. Now, here's the thing. I added a full can. Now, some of y'all are going to poo-poo me for this. I enjoy a cobbler style strawberry shortcake. When I went to visit my husband's family, they like that biscuit style. So if you want a really kind of biscuity, very kind of tough cake, please only use half a can. But if you're like me, and I kind of say it's because I'm from the South, I'm super duper Cajun, I use the whole can because give me that cobbler. In fact, give me that warm cobbler. Go ahead and comment cobbler in the comment section. Let's make the YouTube algorithm giggle if you are like me and love that cobbler. Notice, gang, this is very important. I'm using a spatula, no blender, because if you use a blender, it would explode and then I'm gonna have to come and chase you down with my shoe. Smells really good, gang. It's, got a wonderful smell. And we pour our mix into our pan and go ahead and throw it into your oven. Now, again, important, if you use that whole can, we're going to cook it for a little longer, 50 to 55 minutes. If you use just that half a can of Zevia, 30 to 35. While our strawberry shortcake is cooking, we're going to make frosting. I do not like keto frostings. I haven't tried any that I like. Why? Because I get that aftertaste, and aftertaste gives me the the barfs. I'm just, ooh, don't give it to me. It's gross. It's nasty. So we make our own with heavy whipping cream. We're going to use a cup. Now, a half a cup of heavy whipping cream is 3 grams of carbs. So the entire frosting we're making here is 6 grams of carbs. And we have to beat this with our hand mixer for about 5 minutes. And again, I am not adding anything to this. I am not adding any extra sugar, any extra swerve, any of that, because I do not like items to be overly sweet. When I see a product that's keto, low carb, diabetic friendly, PCOS friendly, and it tastes overly sweet, it is a huge turn off to me. Let me know if that's a turn off to you as well. It's just icky. When this is done, it's going to be like really fluffy and beautiful. It expands. We're going to put it in the refrigerator for about an hour or so, and that is going to be our topping. Ooh, remove that cake from the oven and put straw. Okay, yeah, I made a mistake. You see, in my order pickup, I had strawberries, but they kind of disappeared. So I did the next best thing, which was use blueberries. So please don't hate me. Please don't write nasty comments. It's an honest mistake. I wasn't mad at the person at pickup. I always say there's so many more things to get mad at. They forget. It's okay. But you put your heavy whipped frosting on here. This is delicious. It's amazing. And if you were too busy laughing at my jokes and smiling and forgot to write the ingredients down, scroll into the description box. And hey, if you're looking for low carb recipes and a little bit of laughter, subscribe to my channel. Much love, gang. Bye-bye.
Y'all, these 2 ingredients, you're not gonna believe it. Here we go. We have our strawberry premier protein drink. So this is our secret fat burner. I'll tell you why in a little bit about why it works, but most important, the sugar content on this, crazy low, 1 gram, 30 grams of protein. And I have our frozen berries. Y'all see great value? You know what that means? Walmart. Y'all ain't gonna buy fancy. Just check the ingredients on the label. Make sure there's no added sugar to it. This is so easy. Y'all see my Black & Decker food processor? Y'all, this thing old. I think it's older than my child. My oldest is 12, so yeah, it's old, but it still works. I ain't replacing it. I ain't doing it. No, ma'am. It works. I'm not replacing it. So I'm adding about a pound of berries to this, and you'll see in a little bit. I had a little bit of an accident, but that's okay. All we do is we just grab a dish towel. Then we add in and pour our Premier Protein. Now where are my manners at? Where are my manners? You know, if you're new here, welcome, or welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Dietitian Shelly. During the day I see clients, and on this channel I post a ton of videos pertaining to diabetes, prediabetes, insulin resistance, and more. So if you're ready to lower the blood sugars, lose some weight in the process, while eating yummy foods that don't contain ingredients from the fancy store, but also learning some tips and tricks along the way, you're gonna wanna subscribe. I would love to have you. Welcome to the family. I mean, I'm Cajun. This is my family. Y'all my family. I love y'all. Y'all my family. You see this mess I'm making right here? Well, guess what, baby? We just grab a dish towel. You don't throw this away? That's money down the drain. That is money down the drain. Just gonna look clean. Okay, that's all you gotta do. But more importantly, let's talk about how this ice cream is so special. Well, number one, you see I didn't add any sugar to it. Number two, that Premier Protein is loaded with our weight loss winner and even our diabetic winner of protein. Y'all, we need so much protein in our diet. But sometimes I just don't want to eat meat. I ain't a carnivore. I mean, I like meat, but I'm not a carnivore. You know, a lot of y'all are going to ask if you could use a different shake. Make sure it has at least 20 grams of protein. I know there's a lot of brands out there. I know a lot of my people like sales, and that's okay. You know, protein keeps us full. That's really the big thing. It promotes something called satiety, which is the feeling of fullness. So this ice cream will prevent you from going much all over the place. You know, and we love these berries in here. The berries are high fiber. Fiber also keeps us full. These berries are low in the glycemic index. And foods low in the glycemic index will produce less blood glucose and insulin, which will help us avoid creating body fat. So yes, we want to use the berries. If you're going to be asking me to use a different fruit, I'm going to say no. I want you to use the berries. We just mix this up, blend this up. This is beautiful. This is perfect. I live in Louisiana. It's hot almost 360 days of the year. Y'all, I can remember wearing a bathing suit on Christmas Day. Sometimes in winter, I'm like, what's that? I don't know what that is. But this ice cream is perfect for you and the entire family. Look how creamy this is. This is beautiful. This is awesome. You know, the recipe's in the description box. But also don't forget to download that 7-day menu. It can help you lower your blood sugars and help you lose weight. Y'all, please subscribe. Much love to you all.
To get started with this recipe, you have to preheat that oven. Go ahead and turn it to 350 degrees. Now you see I have my 9x13 baking sheet. We're gonna go ahead and spray it very nicely, i.e. we want to coat this pan with our non-stick cooking spray. I'm using the Spectrum coconut spray. I got it over at my local drug emporium. You could absolutely find this anywhere. And the reason I'm using coconut, I know some of y'all are like, wait a minute, Shelly, we've been watching this channel forever and we know you don't like coconut that much. I really don't, but this nonstick cooking spray, I don't get a coconut flavor. And if I was to use olive oil, it would kind of be weird. Now to this, we are going to add our frozen blueberries, 3 cups to be exact. You see that this is the Great Value brand, and I got this at Walmart because y'all know I'm bougie on a bayou. Y'all know I can't be affording to go shop at big old fancy pants stores. I have 2 kids. I pretty much do middle school homework every night. I just don't have time to do the fancy shopping. Thumbs up if you are somebody who is just like me and loves the Walmart. And hey, if this is your first time watching it, go ahead and subscribe. My name is Shelly. I'm a dietitian, and I love to bring you lots of low-carb recipes and laughter to help lower those blood sugar levels and balance out those hormones. Remember, 4th cup of our frozen blueberries, 21 calories, 3 grams of net carbs. The star of the show is our Keto and Company Vanilla Keto Cake Mix. Now, again, I got this over at Drug Emporium. I just love that store. Comment below on your favorite health food store. Drug Emporium. The prices are awesome. But what I love about this Keto and Company vanilla keto cake mix, it's gluten-free. It's actually made with coconut flour, but again, it's not this overpowering flavor. They use erythritol and monk fruit to sweeten it, 2 net carbs, and I just can't tell you all, it is gluten-free and amazing. The winner is our Kerrygold. Now, Kerrygold is something I will spend a little bit of extra money on because it is, let's face it, amazing. We're using 1/4 of a cup, which is going to be half of that stick. Now, this is where I need to ask your advice. You see, I'm a little bit on the struggle bus with this. We have our knife and I'm trying to cut it in really thin slices. Do you have a fabulous tip? I mean, I researched and folks said use things like dental floss, a cheese cutter. Let me know what I should use because I want this to be really, really thin. I'm not succeeding. And so I put this on top of the cake mix. So it's layered of frozen blueberries with the Keto and Company cake mix with the Kerrygold butter. That is all. That is all. Rejoice because you don't have to buy anything else. This is going to go in the oven for a good 45 minutes. Look at this. It is absolutely stunning, gorgeous, amazing. I want to take a bite into it right now, but I got to let it cool off. And if you were too busy laughing and not writing things down, you can scroll below for the recipe. And plus, be sure to sign up for my 7-day menu. It's in that description box. You just are going to click on the link. It's going to ask for your email address and you can get some free recipes as well. Gang, if you love this recipe, if you're going to be making this recipe, be sure to subscribe for more low-carb recipes to balance out those hormones. Much love, gang. Bye-bye.
I made over your mama's Blackberry Dumplings so it does not spike your blood sugar levels. This diabetic Blackberry Dumpling recipe is crazy simple, delicious, and I promise it's a huge crowd pleaser and it's going to bring back some great memories. These ingredients are found at your local Walmart because y'all know I need to save me some money. We have our great value triple blend berries. This is a great product. I love it. It's in the frozen section. There's no added sugar. If you want to do a different brand, just double check that label. Make sure the ingredients are just that fruit. We have our Kerrygold. Now, I love to save money, but this is one item that I do invest in. I will say it is a little bit pricier. However, my local Kroger runs a lot of specials on this. They do that. You buy it, you get $1 off, etc. I am a huge weekly ad, circular, coupon, whatever you want to call it. Now, Carb Quick is my other investment item that I do. Almond flour, I love it, but it does not work in a lot of recipes, and particularly this recipe, it will fail. This is at Walmart. It is a large box. You will get great usage out of this. It's not a one product buy all. So I realize sometimes it's hard to put out that money at first. This is a worth it product. We have our plain Greek yogurt and my sweetener of choice, which is Swerve.
So Swerve is made from select ingredients from different fruits and vegetables. So it's 0 calorie, it's non-GMO, it is absolutely awesome. But the only thing I disagree with Swerve and a lot of our other sugar replacements, be it you use allulose, be it you use monk fruit, is that I don't measure cup for cup. I feel like it gives an aftertaste when it does that. And I'm gonna do a video down the road on how to cook with sugar replacers because we make a lot of mistakes. But I encourage you to use half the amount. So if you use a cup of sugar, use a cup of Swerve. Or if the recipe calls for a cup of Swerve, use half a cup. It's really gonna make a difference in that taste.
Get yourself a measuring cup, and to your bowl, we're gonna add a cup of Carb Quick. Now, if this is your first time using Carb Quick, you can see it. If I take the carb off, it's like a Bisquick. That's exactly what it looks like. It's exactly what it smells like. We're gonna add to this a cup of plain Greek yogurt. Now, I'm not using a fancy piece of equipment. I don't have the gorgeous, I guess, bread machine, hook, fork, Hamilton Beach blender. I actually do. I just don't use it because I'm lazy and I don't want to clean it. Let me know if you're the same. Now, you're going to see that this is kind of hard to mix. You know, it's not going to be the easiest thing. So we're going to add 2 tablespoons of water. That's it, gang. We do not want a cake batter style. This is going to be a dumpling, and you're going to continue to mix that. A lot of folks are going to ask me about almond flour, and it's a big no. And where are my manners? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shelly, aka Dietitian Shelly, and I post videos here pertaining to diabetes, pre-diabetes, insulin resistance, and more. So if you're ready to lower those blood sugar sugars, lose some weight, all while eating some yummy, delicious foods and learning some great tips, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Once it's mixed, you're gonna place that bowl to the side. Moving over to the stove, y'all can see how I measure. We're gonna use half a bag of this, so it's about 1.5 pounds of your berries. I'm gonna line it up in my saucepan. You can see how pretty this is already. This is a gorgeous recipe. Remember, we're big on the berries in here. I've done a ton of videos on this channel about the importance of eating all types of berries because they're low on the glycemic scale and they're high in fiber. We're putting this on medium heat, and to our berries, we're gonna add a tablespoon or less of our butter. And again, I have Kerrygold. Just make sure what you're using is 100% butter. We're gonna add half a cup of water to this, and then we're gonna add about a 1/3 cup of our Swerve. And as everybody always asks, of course, you can use the sweetener of choice that suits you and your family's taste buds. We are gonna bring this to a boil. Take a big ol' inhale, y'all. This smells so good, and it's starting to boil, okay? And really looking at this, y'all, if I'm from Louisiana, and if you had that Cajun or Southern mama who made any kind of dumplings, or you went to a fair and a festival and they had dumplings, there's this great ice cream shop back home. They have a Blackberry dumpling ice cream. Oh my gosh, it is so, so good. But I'm staying away from it, no big deal. It's just something that just brings back these great memories. And oh, the smell of it is so good. Now, once it hits that really boiling level, we're gonna drop the Carb Quick mixture by tablespoonfuls. And I mean, look at this, y'all. This is not your mama's diabetic dessert, which was like, let's get some fruit in a bowl and put a little bit of Cool Whip on there. This is hot. This is delicious. It's amazing. We gotta lower it to medium heat. Y'all see what I look like with no makeup. And we're gonna put a lid on this. Now, I couldn't find the lid. You could tell I'm like, I'm a little disorganized, but who cares? We're gonna cover it. It's gonna cook for 15 to 20 minutes. And look at this. This is absolutely stunning. This is a gorgeous recipe. It will not spike your blood sugars. It's diabetic friendly. It's pre-diabetic friendly. Heck, it's overall healthy. So the entire family's gonna love this. Scroll in the description for the actual recipe. And the surprise is, download your 7-day menu. I want you to, because I want you to improve your blood sugar levels. I want you to lose weight. Gang, it's Dietitian Shelly. I want to make sure you subscribe to this channel.